Division of polynomials. From adding fractions with like denominators, we know this property is true. A over C plus B over C is equal to A plus B all over C. This demonstrates that we're adding the numerators and keeping the denominator the same. We can use this property in reverse when we want to divide a polynomial by a monomial. In other words, A plus B over C is equal to both A over C plus the B over C. For example, if I have 3m to the fifth minus 2m to the fourth plus m cubed, all being divided by m cubed, I can divide this up as the first term divided by m cubed minus the second term divided by m cubed plus the third term being divided by m cubed. Then it's easy to cancel and simplify. M cubed cancels 3 of those m's on top, so I have a 3m squared. Here 3 m's cancel 3 of those, so I have just 1 m left, so it's a negative 2m. And m cubed divided by m cubed is 1. Remember that we want this times this to equal our original numerator. So 3m squared times m cubed is 3m to the fifth, minus 2m times m cubed is negative 2m to the fourth, and 1 times m cubed is m cubed. Divide and check. Here we have simply a monomial divided by a monomial. So I have 6 over 3. 3 goes into 6 twice, and x squared divided by x. X cancels one of those x's, so I end up with just a 2 and an x left. Here I'm going to break up as z to the fourth over z plus z cubed over z. This gives me a z cubed plus this gives me a z squared. Again, I'm going to break this trinomial up, so it's 9x to the fourth over 3x minus 3x over 3x plus 6 over 3x. So 3 goes into 9 3 times. X goes into x to the fourth 3 times. So I have 3x cubed for my first term minus 3x divided by 3x is 1 plus 3 goes into 6 twice, and I have 2 over x. 12y to the fourth minus 3y squared plus 6y, all divided by 3y squared. So I'll break this up. 12y to the fourth divided by 3y squared minus 3y squared divided by 3y squared plus 6y divided by 3y squared. 3 goes into 12 4 times, and 2 of my y's cancel on the top, so I have 4y squared for my first term minus 3y squared divided by 3y squared is 1 plus 3 goes into 6 2 times, and y goes into y squared, so I have a 2 over y for my third term. Long division is going to be a little different process, so I'll set this up for you. I'm sure you remember long division, you write kind of a little structure like that. We'll put the thing that we are dividing inside, and the thing that we're dividing by out front, And then when we divide, we just divide the first part by the first part. X cubed divided by x. So you're kind of thinking x cubed divided by x like you just did before. That gives you an x squared. So our x squareds are going to line up in this column. It's going to go right there. Then we'll take the x squared, multiply down, and put that underneath. So x squared times x is x cubed, and x squared times a positive 5 is a plus 5x squared. We'll draw our line, and we're going to subtract. When we're doing polynomials, it gets a little bit confusing with adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers. So what I'm going to do is teach you the practice of draw your line, change your signs. Because when you're subtracting, you're really adding the opposite. So we're just going to change to the opposite sign and then combine those terms down. X cubed and a negative x cubed is gone. 2x squared and a negative 5x squared is going to be a negative 3x squared. And then just like in long division of integers, we're going to just carry down the rest of that. And then we have completed one full cycle of long division. You just continue that. So the first part divided by the first part. Negative 3x squared divided by x. So you're thinking over here, negative 3x squared divided by x. That's going to be a negative 3x. So that goes in our x column, a negative 3x. Then we take that, negative 3x, multiply it down and put it here. So negative 3x times x is a negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times 5 is negative 15x. And we draw our line, change our signs, and combine down. So negative 3x squared and a positive 3x squared is gone. Negative 17x and a positive 15x is negative 2x, and we're carrying down the minus 10. Okay, so that's 2 cycles of division done. We'll do one more. We have to get to the end here for us to be finished. So negative 2x divided by x. So we're thinking again over here. Negative 2x divided by x is a negative 2. We'll put that in the constants column over there. And then negative 2 times x plus 5. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. We draw our line, change our signs, and then when we combine down, we get a remainder of 0. So our polynomial here divided by x plus 5 is going to be x squared minus 3x minus 2. Long process, and you have to be careful with signs and everything, but with practice you definitely get it. Let's try this next one. Again, I've chosen quite a long one so we can have enough practice with dividing here. Make sure that you have enough room when you're starting this, because it will go quite a ways. There's a reason they call it long division. Okay, and x squared minus 2. So again, we divide up. 2x to the 5th divided by x squared is going to be 2x cubed, right? Over here you're thinking 2x to the 5th divided by x squared is going to be 2x cubed. So that goes all the way over here in the x cubed column. 2x cubed. Then we multiply down. 2x cubed times x squared is 2x to the 5th. 2x cubed times negative 2 is a negative 4x cubed. Notice we don't put it here, we put it in the x cubed column. So we want to make sure and combine it with other cubes, not with a power of 4. Again, draw your line, change your signs. Been circling the sign that I want to use so I don't get confused with just pluses and minuses floating everywhere. 2x to the 5th and a negative 2x to the 5th is gone. 4x to the fourth combined with nothing is 4x to the fourth. Negative 4x cubed and a positive 4x cubed is gone. And I have a negative x minus 3. Then we're ready to divide up again. So 4x to the fourth divided by x squared is going to be 4x squared. So we put that here. You'll notice here we don't have an x squared. So what we need to do is make sure that we put in a placeholder. Okay, that means we're going to shift everything. I waited till now so that you see that there's a need for that. Okay, so next time when you start out dividing and you see that we have a missing term, one of our exponents was skipped, just make sure you put a placeholder, a 0x squared. All right, now we're ready to multiply down. So 4x squared times x squared is a 4x to the fourth, and 4x squared times negative 2 is a negative 8x squared. It's a good thing we made our x squared column, otherwise we wouldn't have a place to put this. All right, we're going to draw our line and change our signs and combine down. So this is gone, and I have a positive 8x squared and a negative x and a negative 3. And I'm going to divide up again. 8x squared divided by x squared is 8. So it's plus 8 right there. We end up missing the x completely there. 8 times x squared minus 2, I get 8x squared minus 16. You draw your line, change your signs, add down, that's gone. Negative x and a negative 3 plus 16 is going to be a plus 13. Now it seems strange, maybe we feel like you're not finished, but we did reach the end here, and you'll see that our remainder is smaller than our divisor. So our answer ends up being 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8 with a remainder of negative x plus 13. Another way that you could write it would be 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8 plus a negative x plus 13 divided by our x squared minus 2, our divisor. So this way is one way to write it, and this is another way to write it. Just depends on the purpose that you're using division for. Next problem, let's see if we can try this. And I notice here right off we're missing a lot of terms, so we're going to want to put some placeholders in. 8x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 27. And we're dividing by 2x plus 3. So let's go ahead and start. First, divided by first. 8x cubed divided by 2x is going to be 4x squared. And since I put those placeholders in, I do have a place to put x squared terms. 4x squared times 2x plus 3 is going to be 8x cubed plus 12x squared. Draw your line, change your signs, add down. That's gone. We get a negative 12x squared plus 0x plus 27. Divide up again. First divided by first, we get a negative 6x, and multiply down. Negative 6x times 2x plus 3 is negative 12x squared minus 18x. Draw your line, change your signs, and combine down. So that's gone. You get an 18x here and a plus 27. 18x divided by 2x is 9. 9 times 2x plus 3, we get 18x plus 27. Draw your line, change your signs, combine down. We get a remainder of 0 for our answer, 4x squared minus 6x plus 9. That covers this section. Go ahead and try your homework and let me know if you have questions.